Right, you're welcome to the next segment of our program today on Armed Forces Radio Service 107.7 FM Abuja. The next segment of our program today, we shall be talking about how irreconcilable differences can lead to broken home. You know, I have known some people whom before marriage they were very resourceful, full of energy, brilliant, gregarious. But soon after marriage, they became isolated, depressed, weak, and withdrawn from people. And when you ask question, they say that marriage get wahala. They just say the marriage has broken them down because of some irreconcilable differences between them and their spouses. And on the flip side, I know some people who used to be very calm, easygoing before marriage, but after marriage they became very aggressive, very argumentative, bellicose, ready to punch anybody. In fact, ready to fight anybody. Whereas before marriage they used to be very easygoing, very calm, cool-headed. So something happened to them. There are some irreconcilable differences that has made their marriages to become roller coaster, and it has pulverized them, pulverized their character, their personality. It's sad. Now, going forward, we need to understand what are those irreconcilable differences that can mar our marriages. When you have fundamental disagreement between you and your spouses, and such fundamental disagreements are not resolved. We just, that in these days when people just want to just get married, just get married, just get married. And there are this fundamental thing that you see. They just want to say, everything is sorted out, blah, blah, blah. And you are literally pushed into the marriage, a marital relationship, ignoring those fundamentals. And sometimes this disagreement or differences can recur frequently, and they may not be easily resolved. And when they are not easily resolved, they become problematic. They become problem to the marriage itself. And sadly, some of these irreconcilable differences can eventually consume our marriages, and this is not good enough for the home. Sometimes there could be communication breakdown, and when communication breaks down too often in the home, it can actually implode the marital peace. Or there could be some irreconcilable emotional issues. And in time past we had talked about some intimacy issues that can lead to problems between couples. So if we are not able to sit around the table and discuss this through what I call open communication, it can eventually implode the marriage. And like I do advise, marriage is not just between two people. It is, you are nesting the next society. You are bringing about the next generation, or you are about bringing about the next generation, because those children you're going to give birth to, you don't know what they're going to be in life. So it is that, for that reason, you have to be intentional about how you manage your homes. Furthermore, there could be some trust issues, trust issues between husband and wife, whereby the doors of them cannot sleep with their two eyes closed. And therefore, it could be the beginning of, tumultuous situation later in the marriage. These issues can destroy families. When you have differences that you have not been able to resolve before you even start the marital relationship, or you choose to ignore them, and in the marriage you discover them, and you have been battling with them, if care is not taken, they can eventually consume the marriage. Now, I'm going to mention a few ways, how irreconcilable differences can actually consume marriages. Number one is emotion. It's such irreconcilable differences can cause emotional disconnection, between husband and wife, whereby husband and wife are living parallel lives under one roof. They are living parallel lives under one roof. So by parallel lives, I mean the husband is living his life and the wife is living her life. And the two of them are under the same roof. I want you to imagine what such a life can look like. It's better imagine